Did you know Jay-Z's love life has been the source of some of hip-hop's juiciest scandals? Well, buckle up because the tea is piping hot. Jay-Z's alleged 9-year mistress, Carmen Bryan, is back in the spotlight, and she's spilling secrets that could blow this drama wide open. From unthinkable betrayals to a shocking miscarriage, Carmen is not holding back. But here's the kicker. She's throwing subtle shade and pointing fingers at Jay-Z amid a major lawsuit. Is it calculated revenge or something deeper? Stay tuned because we're unpacking it all right now on Buzz Noir. Now, for those of you who might not be familiar with Carmen Bryan, let me paint you a picture. She's not just a name in a headline. She's a key player in one of the most infamous love triangles in hip-hop history. Back in the late 90s, Carmen was engaged to legendary rapper Nas when her alleged entanglement with Jay-Z began. And let's be real, this wasn't just your average affair. This scandal sparked diss tracks, public feuds, and countless headlines that shaped hip-hop culture as we know it. Think about it. Two of the biggest rap icons of our time, Jay-Z and Nas, battling it out on wax with Carmen caught in the crossfire. Remember Jay-Z's diss track, Super Ugly? Yeah, the one where he rapped about leaving used condoms in her daughter's car seat? Talk about savage. But what was Carmen's side of the story, and why is she speaking out now? Let's rewind the clock a bit to understand. Before she became a tabloid sensation, Carmen Bryan had a pretty impressive career in the music industry. She worked at Def Jam, the powerhouse behind some of hip-hop's biggest stars, and later climbed the ranks at Capitol Records. This wasn't some random woman Jay-Z met at a club. Carmen was deeply entrenched in the industry, rubbing shoulders with the who's who of hip-hop. Her relationship with Nas began when they were teenagers, and by the time she was in her early 20s, she was engaged to him. But here's the twist. Her affair with Jay-Z allegedly started when she was already Nas's fiancé. So was it love, lust, or something else? Carmen herself described Jay-Z as her best friend during this period, but clearly there was a lot more going on. Now let's dig into the juicy details of their alleged affair. Carmen claims it all started innocently enough: dinners, conversations, and a mutual respect for each other's ambitions. But it wasn't long before their friendship turned into something much more intimate. In her 2006 memoir, Carmen painted a vivid picture of her time with Jay-Z. She described waking up to him kissing her, calling his lips soft and luscious. Now, whether you believe her or not, you've got to admit, it's compelling storytelling. And here's a little fun fact. Carmen said she ended things with Jay after he released Super Ugly. She claimed the lyrics left her disgusted, not just because they were crude, but because they exposed their private moments in such a public way. But here's a question for you. Do you think Jay-Z's diss tracks were just about winning the feud with Nas, or was he also trying to send a message to Carmen? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Fast forward to 2017, and Carmen was still making waves with her commentary. In an interview, she talked about how she didn't see her affair with Jay-Z as cheating in the traditional sense. She said, and I quote, "I felt like this is my circle too. These are my peers." That's a bold statement, don't you think? It's almost like she's implying that her involvement with Jay-Z was inevitable because of their shared industry. But is that a fair justification? What do you think? Does working in the same industry give someone a pass to blur boundaries like this? Drop your opinions below. Now, let's fast forward to today. Carmen has broken her silence again, and this time, she's not just spilling tea, she's pouring the whole kettle. In the wake of Jay-Z's involvement in a shocking lawsuit, Carmen posted cryptic messages on her Instagram that seemed to support the allegations against him. One of her posts even quoted Jay-Z's lyrics from Kanye West's Monster: "I rape and pillage villages, women, and children." That's a heavy accusation to throw out there, especially when tied to real-life allegations. But Carmen didn't stop there. She also called out what she perceived as selective loyalty and labeled certain fans as groupies. And let's not forget the emoji she used on a post about Jay-Z's alleged illegitimate son. I mean, Michael Jackson eating popcorn? The shade is real, y'all. Here's where it gets even more interesting. Carmen's remarks come at a time when Jay-Z is fiercely defending himself against the allegations. In his statement, Jay-Z didn't just deny the claims, he went after the lawyer representing the accuser, calling him an ambulance chaser in a cheap suit. But let's take a step back and think about this. Carmen's decision to resurface now, after years of silence, is suspicious, don't you think? Is she genuinely speaking out for justice, or is this a calculated move to stay relevant? And how does this tie back to her own history with Jay-Z? So many questions, and we want to hear your theories. This whole situation brings up a bigger conversation about power dynamics in the music industry. Carmen's story is just one of many involving high-profile relationships, affairs, and allegations. From Beyonce's Lemonade to the ongoing legal battles of other celebrities, it seems like there's always a new layer of drama unfolding. But here's the real question: does the public have a right to know about these personal affairs, or should we focus solely on the music? And how do these scandals shape our perceptions of the artists we idolize? Let's discuss in the comments. All right, fam, that's all the tea for today. But the conversation doesn't have to stop here. What do you think about Carmen's latest remarks? Do you believe her story, or do you think she's stirring the pot for clout? Let me know in the comments below. And while you're here, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the drama, hit that subscribe button for more juicy celebrity updates, and turn on those notifications so you never miss a story. Thanks for tuning in to Buzz Noir, and I'll see you in the next one.